We
Hello,
are
hello, hello.
live.
Good evening. We are live. Another Tuesday, another webinar invitation coming your way. So thank you for joining us. This is Hadiza, online business owner and mentor. So today we have a packed few minutes here on Facebook Live or LinkedIn, YouTube, anywhere you're connecting with me from. So we are going to dive in. I have my business partner here, Vida. She's going to introduce herself. But first, let me throw this question to you. Have you ever thought about starting your own online business? Even your business at a well, not even the online version, but if you ever felt of starting a business, starting something big, something outside the employee world, and you felt being held back by time, money, or even confidence. Well, today we are diving into that to discuss, to tell you that the best time to start is now. Today, because we have a live webinar section that we are going to dive in, share with you our journey, share with you why this is a possibility. Don't have the money? We will talk about that. Don't have the time? We will talk about that. Don't have confidence to be on social media? We are going to dive in to talk about that because look at us very well. We did not have any of that when we started, but we know what? We had a dream. We know the possibility of what it is to make more for ourselves and our family. And that's what we are going to dive in to talk about today. So, again, I'm Hadiza, and I'll let Vida introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vida. I'm a healthcare worker, currently living in Hartford, Connecticut, and proud digital business owner. Today, we're going to talk about why do I start my own online business. And we have all the answers. If you have any question, you put it on the comment side so that I will get back to you.
Absolutely. So, yes, thank you for joining us. It's always my pleasure to be out here to share this business information with you because information is key. We want you to make informed decision to check it out if this is an option for you. I see that you just joined us. Please let us know where you're watching us from, and I will be glad to appreciate you right here. So we are going to dive in today to know why online business. Why should I start a business when I'm an employee, I'm already working, I'm making a salary? But the take of it is that most of us as employees, we are working from paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
We're living paycheck to paycheck. We are never having enough for ourselves and our family. We are working so much like an elephant and eating like an ant.
Yep.
Let me know if you've been there or you are there. We can help you out. That's what we are talking about, right? So today, thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for watching. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So if you're working so hard, working so much like an elephant and you're eating like an ant, let me tell you, I've been there. Vida's been there, and so many of us have been there. We are working through this whole hoop of trying to make financial abundance from our job. I work in healthcare. Vida here is a nurse. We love our patients and we know what we do for them is highly appreciated. And let's wind a little bit to 2020. We know what happened, right? So healthcare is essential and healthcare workers are essential workers. So we know the value of what we do. But beyond knowing what you do, are you getting that value back for yourself? You may, some of us, especially in New York here, you may get paid top of the dollar for being a nurse, being a doctor, but guess what? There are still bills and expenses that you're there. Some of us, we went to school and we graduated with loan, right? That we are still paying. Some of us are moving from transferring balance from one revolving credit card account to the other. I'm going to keep it all plain today. How do you, Hadiza, know this? Because she's been there. But through
Yeah.
this business, I was able to dig my way out of it. And that's to tell you that any of us can do it. Because if you've been living paycheck to paycheck, and at some point you would have sit down like, oh my goodness, what can I do to get out of this cycle? Because every year, the more you try, you find yourself even at the deeper end. You feel like, oh, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but somehow something pulls you back inside. Today, we are diving in to let you know that there is an opportunity, and that's why we come out here every Tuesday, every Wednesday. And recently, I've been doing a 90-day Go Challenge that I
Yes.
come out here every day to share something. And at the end of the day, I tie it down to this online business to let you know that, hey, you never get tired of information. You just pick the value out of it and make it work for you. If you hear us day in, day out, and you're not taking the decision, it's of no value to you.
Yeah.
Maybe this is not for you. So I will say skip and go to something else. But guess what? I love you too much to let you stay there through the same cycle. And come 2025, you are still in the same cycle. So today we are going to dive into why you should start your own online business. And Vida is going to start to like get us in there. Why did she start this online business? Why now is the time for anyone, any working professional, any parents looking out there that say, hey, I need to create the change before
Yeah.
this 2024 comes to pass. Vida, take it away.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. Yeah, why do I start my own online business? I'm a nurse. I work all right. I have all the hours I can work to get the money, but there's no time. I need the flexibility. I needed that flexibility of time so that I can be with my children. I can have time for myself. My health is not all about the money. We work, work, work. We don't even have time for ourselves. We don't have time for our children. And we can't even get time to cook our own homemade food and eat.
Yeah.
So I needed that time to cook my own homemade food, to have time for my children and myself. That is one of why I joined this online business. And secondly, I needed, because joining online business, you have unlimited growth and potential. Once you join this online business, you are going to learn. Don't sit down and say, I don't know. I won't be able to make it. The training is there. We are going to teach you. The training you learn is step by step. And you learn it. So while you learn, you grow and earn your own money. You're not going to earn it for somebody. Don't sit back and say, I cannot make it. So unlimited growth is one of why I joined this online business. Before, I couldn't even sit on my own computer and talk. But now, here I am. I'm always on Facebook every blessed day. So I'm learning and growing. That is one of the reasons why I joined this online business. And of course, I needed money. So I want what? Extra income that can help me to pay my bill. So that I will not be burned out. Every day I have to struggle and get that money. This online business, by doing this online business, we both still work, but we get that extra income to help to pay our bill. And we have that flexibility of time for ourselves. So that one of the reasons, personal fulfillment is one of the reasons why I joined this online business. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So yeah, starting an online business, any professional can do it. Because when I come out here and I'm talking to my professionals, to my busy parents, because I know we work. Some of us work, but we don't take care of ourselves, especially my healthcare workers. You're taking care of everybody except
Yeah,
yourself.
it's all yourself.
Mothers, fathers, you're taking care of everybody, but not yourself. You don't have time to even get your own doctor's appointment checked
No.
in, but you check everybody and police everybody health-wise, but not policing yourself.
Yeah.
Some of us, we like Vida say, you can't even eat a healthy meal because you
No.
don't even have the time. Because once you leave your house, most times you're working. The next time you come back, all you want to do is slump on that bed or pick anything that is available. And most of the time, the quick things that are available are the junk food or the salty food, the things that we shouldn't be putting in ourselves. Guess what? As we get older, there are certain things we shouldn't put in this body, right? I'm guilty of it. And every one of us will have some guilty pleasures here and there. It's fast for me to drive past a drive-through and pay some $8 and get something, or some $10 and get something quick, and I'm just grabbing it behind the wheel. What a way to eat. What a way to take care of ourselves. Meanwhile, someone who is doing this business, have an extra income, have a process in place. You go out, you go dine out. You can go there because you have the time that works for you. You can create that time to go dine out. You can take the time to make your own meal, even though you are not the dine. Because one, I'm not the dining out type. I make my own meals most of the time, but occasionally I still create the time to do that, right? With myself, my family. Some days it's just me alone time. Right? So you need time to be able to do that. And that's one of the benefits of having your own business, because it puts you in charge and in control, both in your time and in your finances. Because I know people do say, hey, I don't have money, I'm already struggling. So to those who are saying, my most concern is, yes, I want to do this business, but I'm financially struggling. My question is, what can you do to change that picture of you struggling? If you can't answer yourself, let me give you an answer. You can start an online business with a low startup capital. The money you need to start this business, it's something that you, from January to now, have spent it without even know you spent it. It passed through your head, but you didn't know how to invest it in something that will bring you on a long-term return. And that's why we tell you that starting this online business, you're able to. Because the first way is just for you to register, attend our free information section. Once you attend the free information section, we want you to put your money where your mouth is, where your desire is. Guess what? Wherever your money is, what will be there? Your heart will be there also. So you're going to put your money in, pay your $149 US dollars. I have to specify US dollars because we have people watching us around the globe.
Anywhere.
You're going to pay your $149 US dollars, and guess what? We give you access into our community where you can learn, have all your questions answered, have a mentorship section with myself or a coach. And guess what? It's like opening the door for you to learn what we do, giving you time to make an informed decision. I don't think a lot of stuff, the stock market don't do that, but a lot of us have put our money in the stock market. It doesn't mean that stock market, if you have an expert, right? But that is what it takes to take risk. It's a low startup cost. You can spend that $149 just like that in one day with a few swipe on Amazon or Alibaba and Temu and all the stuff that we buy stuff. The other day, I just got myself a bunch of things, and when it came, I'm like, what is this? This is not a picture of what I saw. But my money is gone, right?
Gone.
And if I want to return those things, some of them there were some of them that I never get way of returning them. So that's tell you how fast we can spend $149 US dollars. With that access fee, we send you all the details you need to start your own online business. So you come in and we mentor you. We show you the step to go. So that is talking about the low cost entry. And Vida, I wanted to touch about the automation in our system, the reliability of this system that works for us, that even when you as a nurse, you're working in the office, you have a system that is built and is in place that is already working for you. Can you let our viewers insight into this?
Yes. Thank you so much. We have the system already created for us. You have to do maybe 50 or 90%. The rest, the system is going to show you. It's already done. So the video-based training is there that is going to show you step by step for you to start your own online business. And the rest, the system is already set up. Right now, I'm always at work, sometimes, not all the time, but the system is working for me. One, I'm on the system, is gradual. After I set up, the rest, whether I'm there or not, but I can be sleeping while my business is working. I can be at work wherever I am, but my business, the system is automatic that is set up and is running for you. So don't be scared and say, oh, I can't even do this. Some people are saying, oh, I won't be able to be doing this every day, giving email, do it. It's already set up.
Yeah.
You receive some of the email, it's not a person, it's already automatic that is set up for you. And this business is not something that it just started today and you say, oh, maybe they have just started it today. It's not true. It is true. It's nationwide, it's global. But the system is already set up and it's working for each and every one of us. So come and join us. The system is already set up. Just do your own part and the system is doing it for you. It's not just by you. And there are people all over. You're going to have personal mentor. Any one of us can be your mentor. You're going to have personal coach. We have a global community support. Anywhere you turn, you have a support. You are not going to be alone. You say, oh, I'm scared. Last week, somebody told me, oh, I ever joined one of these business and it was just only taking my money. I was not getting anything and I have to do this. I have to do this. Even the school we go, you have to learn.
Yeah.
And before you can be anybody to start working. So you have to do something that will get you that money. There's no way that you're going to sit down and get that money. You can't get money from your own comfort zone. Everybody will be getting that money. You can get the money on your own comfort zone if you create that for yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's exactly the point. Because I remember some days back, and most of the time I get these questions when I interact with prospects who are interested in starting this online business. Like, oh, here, Hadiza, you work. How do you find the time to do your business? Do this, do that. My answer is I don't do 90% of the work in the business because I work on automation. The system, I rely heavily on our system. Apart from coming out here like this, creating some content here and there, most of the stuff are automated. So I can effortlessly run my business, expand my reach. Guess what? Vida touched on that. We are global. We already have the tools, the system to run this business. We have our smartphone. We have our internet access. Some of us are paying for internet in our houses. All we do is, some don't even use it. We're barely on our computer. We spend most of our time on our phone because we're also paying for our phone bills. So those are ways that money is getting out of us. But what if we use those tools to run a business, right? So my system is set up, and because of that, I can expand and reach out without adding more hours. I don't need to add more hours. Okay, yes, there's going to be time I set up to work on my business, but it's not like an extra 8 hours that I've worked on my job already. Maybe some days an hour, some days 2 hours. And when I have a bunch of things that I want to do, or even proactively set my calendar ahead of time, I will spend that 1-2 hours maybe in a day. Sometimes I rarely sit that long to put all the hours together, right? Maybe some 30 minutes here, 45 minutes there, but cumulatively in the day, it's still less than 2-3 hours as a stretch. Now, if I can put an hour or 2 hours a day to build something that's mine, it's worth it. It's worth it. And that's what we are telling you. While you're having your career, is the best time to build, because you have an income source now that you use to build another one that can replace your salary. Because when I started this business, I was like, I just need one extra $500, $1,000. If very good, maybe $2,000 a month. And I can tell you, I get more than that in a week, not a month. So if I tell you how much I get in a month, it's going to be different, right? But I wanted to come into the system and learn for yourself. It pays me good. I'm able to pay over $40,000 personal debt because of this business. That's to tell you it's doable. I can't create that out of my work as an employee. My salary is not sufficient for that. Even though that is my foundation, that's what I call it, and that's what it is. But I know that having my own business, I get all the benefit of being a business owner in the United States. And with the online social media platform use, I have a global market. So if I have a store corner shop, it will be only people in Brooklyn that can reach my business. It will take somebody to come from Manhattan to come to Brooklyn. But with this online business, I have people coming in from every part of the world, from the UK, Canada, Australia, Africa, every part of Africa. But you can't do that with just sticking with your job. And that's what we are telling you, that this is doable. The result is outstanding. One of my coaches, sometimes last year, they paid up the house after 3 years.
Wow.
In Canada, after 3 years. 5 years in the business, 3 years of purchasing the house. They were able to purchase the house because of through the business, and they earn income. We're talking of some 500,000 plus house. We're not talking of some 100,000, 200,000 cable house somewhere. This is a major mega house, right? So this same is available to you. Is available to me, and that's why I seized it, because what I want for myself, I wanted to create time. I wanted to create more time and flexibility for myself, for my family. So does Vida. So does most of us out there. If you're watching me, if some of you have even signed up, but you didn't take any action, today's another opportunity. Some of us even went as far as paying the 149, and yet we sit back and didn't do anything with it. Guess what? Information gathering doesn't profit us. It's taking action that profits us. You may be scared, skeptical, or even living in so much doubt when you come into this business or when you found it. But we all did. But what we are looking for is above the doubts, is above the fear, is above the skepticism and what people think about us. When I started this business, I was so much thinking about, oh, what will people say about me? Hadiza, you're on Facebook? What are you always talking about on Facebook? Yet I see people come shake themselves and post pictures, do stuff. But I said, no, I'm on Facebook delivering value to people, parents, professionals who want to start their own online business. I cannot be ashamed of that. And guess what? Every action and every step I take here, people sign up to learn more about this business, and I've been able to support other people to start and run their own business. And that is the same opportunity Vida and myself are sharing with you today, that, hey, you have to move above your fear. Move, because is the fear paying your bills? Is the people criticizing you, you're ashamed or afraid of? If that's your situation, like myself, when I started this business, holding yourself back. Maybe you say, hey, Hadiza, I don't have the confidence that you have. I never had that same confidence. And I don't think Vida had that. She did mention that she could not even stay in front of people and talk. But today, every day, we are both on social media sharing this. So that's another thing with this business community. The benefit comes from within the community. It's a system of package that is there to grow you personally. We share books with you. If you say, okay, I can't read, we give you audio. You can listen.
You can listen.
If you can't listen, we send you a video that you can watch and listen. So the system is signed up to remove the excuses. Because guess what? We can't take the excuses to the bank. The excuses will not pay your mortgage. Your excuses will not pay your rent. The excuses will not pay the the tuition or school fees of your children. Those will not give you the lifestyle you want. Some of us want to retire, reach the age we want to retire, but we cannot. Why? We don't have enough saved. These days I go to the store. I do go to Costco or BJ's here in my area knows Costco, so like the wholesale store, right? Everybody's used to the Costco. But here in New York City, we have BJ's, right? So I go to BJ's, and recently I'm seeing a lot of older people as cashiers. And I'm seeing them standing because I'm very observant.
Yeah.
Right. I'm seeing them and they're shifting leg from me. Like this normally. And I had this conversation with a lady while she was checking me out.
Yeah.
And she retired before the COVID, right? 2020. Because of her age and whatever, she was already ready to retire, but she didn't know how to retire. But with COVID and everything, she felt she would be healthy and safe in her home. So she retired. How many years since 2020? This is just 4 years. She has run out of her retirement account money.
Oh my God.
So what do you tell somebody like that? She's going to work longer because whatever she have that she was getting in retirement can barely pay her rent, can barely pay her bills, right? And her situation is that whatever she's making is above the poverty line. So she doesn't qualify for the SNAP benefit for those of us in the United States, right? She can't really get any of those government money. She's a little bit above it, yet it can't meet her bill. So she's between a rock and a hard place. A little bit, she's still a little bit above to be considered not having. And at the same time, what she have that is considered more is not enough to take care of her and her family. You know, it broke my heart, but there's not much that I could do for her than to share this business opportunity with her. That listen, this is what I'm doing. You can look into it and do this, believing that you can make extra to take care of yourself. Because we have people who wants to retire, they can't retire because when they consider how much and the cost of things, you know, Vida, we go to the store.
Yes.
When I go to BJ's, I buy in bulk, right?
Yes.
Before my carts will be full. These days, a lot of us can't fill our carts anymore. Why? Because the cost of things is increasing. No, you know, I will go there because I keep it real with people because that's where we are.
Yeah.
That's where we are. When you used to buy a half gallon of milk for less than $2-3 and you're buying it at $4, almost $5, and then you have to go to the bigger stores to get like a gallon. Sometimes, okay, why am I buying a gallon? I don't need a gallon of milk, but it's cheaper for you to buy a gallon than buy a half gallon.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't want to be between a rock and a hard place to make a decision. Some of us were there. I've been there. I've been through that. I've been through the welfare line. I know what it's like to, like, you know, feel little about yourself, feel embarrassed when you're getting those calls from those you're owing. Your creditors are calling you. I know what it feels like when my phone was ringing. I'm like, oh my God, the creditors are calling, and I do not want to pick the phone. Right? But listen, there is a solution. This business has so much changed the life. Like, I know, let me not just stop talking. Can you give us an example of people you've met in this community? First of all, yourself, the success and what this business has created for you, and what you see in the life of other people, ordinary people like us who are creating the change.
Yes, ordinary people like us. It's me and Hadiza, Dave, Roxanne, Roger, Rennie. Rennie was able to retire from her nursing job after 3 months of giving birth because she's earning more than what she was working for. Why don't I retire when I have my baby to stay home and take care of the baby? Yeah. Roxanne and Dave was able to do what? To pay their 86 consumer debt. Why wouldn't I resign if I'm earning more than what I'm working for? That is just an example. So there are people in the community, some are able to pay their school loan that will take them more than 10 years to pay. They're able
And
to
don't
pay,
wait for the government to bail you out, because
bail you
it's a
out.
debt you got to pay. You
They're
have
able
to
to pay
pay.
the school loan very fast and have their freedom. And some even
Yeah.
pay that money, but they don't even use
You're
that
not doing
certificate
nothing
anymore.
here. You're just playing until
They,
you
they,
pay
they
that.
don't use that certificate anymore because they are getting more money more than what they were working for.
Yeah.
People are able to pay off their houses that they're supposed to take 30 years. We all know when you buy a house here, it's 30 years plus before you could pay your house. It took some people 5 years to pay that mortgage and have their freedom. It just didn't start today or tomorrow. They
No.
join the business. They forget of those skepticism and they try it. And this is where they are. And we are here. This business, we both sell work, but it helps us to pay our bill. It helps us to create that flexibility of our time so that we are always home when we are off for our children and take care of ourselves. Before all said that some of us, the health worker, we don't even have time for our appointment.
No.
We keep working, and some people, they have to even grab them at the workplace and send them to emergency room.
And
Because
a lot of that happen. It
yes,
happens a whole lot that we think. It happens a
yes.
whole lot.
I used to be a CNA. I used to take care of a lady. I went to the lady every day. I go, this lady will be sitting and be worried, thinking. I keep asking, what is the problem? I'm always here for you to talk to me. One day he told me, you know what? I wasted all my life. Now the money I have in the bank is running out. I can't take care of myself. Up to maybe 2-3 months time, I can't even get the money to pay for the aid to come and help me. So I will end up by going on hospice by force to die early because there's no way I'm going to leave because I can't pay off my house. I can't get anybody to come here and change me. I can't change myself. And I'm not qualified for the government help. And I have nobody to help me. So that was a sad story.
Yeah.
So you can make it. There are people who are up to 60-something years, they can't go on retirement. We already talk of that. Because they can't pay their bills. I know a lady who say, oh, I can't go on retire. I'm supposed to go, but I can't go now because if I go home now, I can pay my bill. And I have to take care of my family. So I will have to just keep working until I drop. That's what he said. But there's no way if you're going to be telling her there's a way out that you can start now, today, and see how you are going to go. And you could go on retirement anytime. So please, if you are out there and you are on this shoe, I know a lot of us, we are burning out there, but we have to sell work. We can't even stand properly, but you have to sell work. America is not like anywhere that you go to work and you know work. You have to work before you get that pay. Once you are at work, you have to do the work. So,
yeah, you gotta work.
You gotta work before you get the pay.
Yeah.
So please, anybody, anywhere struggling, there's a way out. This online business can help you in so many ways so that you can retire early. You can have time for your family, get your own help.
Yeah.
So join us tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, to create that flexibility. Make your own schedule. Nobody is forcing you to do this. You are going to make your own schedule to do this business.
Yeah.
So we are inviting anybody. Thank you.
All right, absolutely. Vida nailed it. It's just what it is. If you're there looking to see how you can create that change you want, the solution is here. And we're telling you this is an option. We're telling you because this is what we know. We've been doing this for years now, and we can tell you based on what is obtainable in the community. Because what we are looking for is the result. If you're looking for what will bring the result, then this is the opportunity. Like Vida said, we go live 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Convert it to your time from the part of the word, you can join us to learn how you too can start. And it starts with our webinar. That's where we break it down so you can learn, gain understanding. You can send us a message and we'll be there to respond to you. And secondly, we have our website right on the screen. You
Yep.
can register your name, your email. And if you're like, hey, I can't wait before 8 p.m., right on our website there, once you register, you can get a replay. And also, if tonight is not good for you, send us a message. I'll send you a replay link that you can watch this webinar, because it's important for us to know what is out there, what is obtainable. We don't have to suffer for long and alone, and then we'll look back 5 years. Before we know what, we'll look back, 2025 will be gone. Some of us, every day we are closer to retirement of some sort. The opportunity is here for us for the taking. It's your opportunity to seize. It's your time to seize this opportunity, and we are bringing it to you. We are going to be coming here every day because I know somebody out there is listening and looking for the change that I found, Vida found, and change our life. So thank you so much for connecting with us today. We have this, send it to someone you think should hear us, what we just talked about. If you found value in what we just shared with you, just type in the value, and we appreciate you for sharing this with those in your circle. We appreciate the thumbs up, the heart, the comment. It all make our content go further so it can reach those who need to have it and seize this opportunity. So thank you so much and have a good evening. Bye.
Hi.